Good morning, everybody. It's a drab and overcast Wednesday morning here in Melbourne, in Australia. The temperature is, I'm afraid to look at the weather report for fear it might make me miserable. So let's just go with, it's really, really cold out there, and it's really, really cold in here as well. So thus I'm wearing my like hoodied jacket, and I'm cowering in fear in my chair. And I do have a drink here, maybe not, mildly alcoholic. We'll never know. You can't breath test me. In any event, it's one day closer to the reveal of the rhino. And if my thinking is correct, and it probably isn't, considering how badly I got my thinking done with the end of the last community goal, I thought there'd be something up this week to make up for continued events. I thought there might be passenger missing to get us over to hauling people to where the festivities were being had, and I was totally wrong on that choice. Or maybe just too friggin' early. So I spent the last couple of days, haven't been on as much as I'd like, but I've just been building up my on-ground engineering efforts and so forth. So last week as soon as I got here, really, it's the first time I've been here in Colonia in any meaningful sense since the deployment of the Odyssey update, rather. So I landed in Colonia and so forth, and got my first automatic invite to Baltanos. And there I've just a little teeny itty bitty while ago, I got myself an invite to Eleanor Brassa. Oh, pardon me, just had to burp. And now I'm just, I've got myself, let's just have a look. So, I manage my loadout. So this is my G5 suit that I'm using at the moment. This is the one I use when I'm doing my on-foot settlement activities. But for the most part, it's fairly innocuous and so forth. There may be some mild violence. Certainly of the sneaky peeky electro zapper variety and so forth, when I'm hoping that nobody's paying attention. And then I also have myself a new fit out. So my base suit that I'm putting together is, I've put this together. So I've just finished upgrading that to grade 5 now. Well, now-ish. And so I'm going to be doing for want of better terminology, I'm going to be using a stealth archer loadout for this. So I'm looking at, hang on a moment, where are we? Here's my notepad application. Dagnabbit, apps, notepad. Okay, so I'm looking at the moment, haven't actually got everything in place yet, but it's a work in progress. So I'm looking for a grade 5 Maverick suit. Done. With enhanced tracking, haven't got that yet. Night vision, extra backpack capacity, and quieter footsteps, because you can't be all sneaky and ninja-like if you're a clodhopper. And then I've got my, let's see, what is it? We'll use this. Hang on a moment. We'll use that. Yeah. We'll apply the suit. And then for the Manticore Executioner, this one I know I have just finished upgrading. What would we call it? Upgrading to grade 5. And so that's going to have a noise suppressor. So or audio masking, whichever one doesn't involve an atmospheric environment. I think, yep, that's noise suppressor. So no, it's audio masking that I'm keeping, so get rid of noise suppressor. Magazine size, audio masking, a scope, and headshot damage. is what I'm going to be going with this. So I'm going to be going around and being professionally unpleasant with people at a range because I'm a pathological coward. I do not get involved in a fair fight if I can possibly avoid it. So that's my Manticore Executioner done. Well, planned rather. And from there on in, after that, I'm looking at, what have we got here? Save the loadout. What are we going to call this? On foot ninja, I think. Swing on. Save the loadout. There we go. So this is going to be my on foot ninja, I think. So when I'm doing my, oh, I've got to do the cosmetics on this as well. Goodness gracious, we can't. How can we have anything remotely approaching stock when we've spent arcs on in-game cosmetics? So, scavenger sand. Okay, so first we'll do the helmet and yeah, why not? Purple. Because nothing says ninja like purple does. Yeah. Mechanic suit blue? No. Got green? Yep. Saboteur. Oh, Saboteur and green. Yep. Okay, we're going to go with that. Torso. Scavenger sand, scavenger green. Do I want a Christmas jumper? No, I don't want a skirmish olive. No, I want. What have we got here? It's festive pattern jumper green. No. Liaison to. Oh, let's go Kyler coordinator. Let's go liaison purple. Yes. There we go. Yes, there we go. The purple ninja. Okay, so that's... Yeah, let's go with the gear. Doo-doo-doo-doo. What's that? Trickster? No, we're just looking for stuff that looks pretty. There we go. Let's see what this looks. Let's go with something reasonably consistent within the broader choices and so forth. So right shoulder. There we go. Saboteur. Yeah, okay, we'll go with the Saboteur green for everything else where it needs to be. So left arm, what's that? Saboteur green, yeah, we'll go with that. And finally, Saboteur right knee. What do we got here? Saboteur right knee green. Yes. Okay, let's have a look at what we've got here. Okay, so... Yeah, I approve this choice. Purple and green. Classic Joker colours. If you're a fan of the DCU. Okay, so what are we going to call this one that I'm just using at the moment? Because I've got two of them, really. Do I need the second one? Don't know. Okay, loadouts here. What have we got here? Okay, so I'm going to modify the well, just rename it, really. What am I doing with anonymous access in here? What have I done to annoy people in the locals? Where are we? There we go. Managed loadouts and managed loadouts. What am I going to call this? G5 Maverick? Yeah, okay. What am I going to call it? Rename it. Pardon me, that was probably sounding really, really, really gross. And yep, so let's not do that anymore. Okay, so the community gold reward Maverick, which was obviously when everybody was involved in the Radakoida War some 6 months ago. My Dominator suit, I've still got to do stuff with that. The Manticore Executioner, yeah, you're going to be getting some fun and games later on. And of course my on-suit Ninja. Okay, now let's see what I can do about modifying my on-suit Ninja. What can I do with this? I've got a couple of items on my wish list at the moment. Engineer weapon audio masking. Can I do that yet? Nope. I still need patrol routes for that. Fair enough. Audio masking. What is audio masking? Still need patrol routes for that. Dagnabbit. Magazine size, and I need security expenses for that. Oh God, it's just really, really, really faster handling. That's so disappointing. Okay, suit modules. What can I add to this? Night vision. Yes, but I don't have the access to the engineer required for this, which is annoying. And, oh, okay, we've got audio masking up twice, so get rid of that. Okay, so we just need audio masking, fast handling. No, 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 no. Okay, let's just... yeah, we'll keep those 2 engineer unlocks because I need them while I'm in Colonia, so we'll keep the materials tracking on for that. Okay, so let's see, what do I need? I need... There's Notepad. So I want the enhanced tracking package, suit modules. Oh, I can do that, except for the fact that it's hidden behind an engineer I can't grab at the moment. That's downright annoying. Night vision. Add to the wish list right there. Extra backpack capacity because I can never carry too much loot. Quieter footsteps, always needed in a ninja suit, so we'll grab that as well. And then we want the headshot damage because why not? Headshot damage. Weapons. And we want the head... Oh, yes. But it's behind a engineer I don't have yet. Dagnabbit. Magazine size. Always handy because you can never have too many shots to pump out at people. So magazine size is definitely a addition there. Audio masking, which I think is the one for unpressurized. Yep, definitely on that one. And finally, the scope. Yes. You can't be a ninja without a scope. Rosa Dayette, and yeah, I think this one's also hidden behind somebody that I don't have an invitation to yet. Okay, so Rosa Dayette, do I have you as... no, I do not. That's really bloody annoying. What do I need to do to get Rosa... Sold total 10... Oh, that's a bloody culinary recipes. Dagnabbit. Right, that's really bloody annoying. Okay, what's my missing components in all of this? Wish list, 10 required materials. Okay, let's... One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, well, cool. Chemical inventory, yes, I'll take that. And cocktail recipes, yeah, I'll do that as well. And culinary recipes. Faction associates. Manufacturing. Do I need more of them? I thought I had lots of those. Patrol routes. Security expenses. No, security expenses, dagnabbit. Settlement assault plans. Spectral analysis data. And finally, weapon inventory. Right. Anara, hit me with your best shot. Ooh, goody, goody, goody. Okay, we'll just go with what's closest to us in bulk quantities, Eagle's Nest. Okay, so Hotel California. Okay, yeah. Okay, so... Ooh, okay, so it looks like I am going out to buy a whole bunch of stuff right now. Because Anara says that... okay, yeah, I'm not going... 984 layers? 20 minutes ago? How many jumps is that? 27... No, I'm not doing 27 jumps, no. Okay, so Eagle's Nest, the murder biscuit. I like the name the murder biscuit just because it's whimsical and... okay, what am I selling? What is that? That's settlement attack plans, I think. I need 3. How much have they got? 6. Okay, so I'm heading out to... this particular piece of real estate. Nope, I want nothing to do with that because it's too far away. I'll take that one. Because it's one jump away. So... good morning to everyone who is with us at the moment. And if you're not with us at the moment, good morning when you get here. Of course, you will have to watch the stream from the beginning of the timestamp in order for my good morning to make sense. So, good morning when you see it, even if you have to kind of sort of really okie dokie have to travel back in time and watch a rerun. For those of you who have been something of a regular watcher of the past, I have a brand new addition to the stream. I have a news ticker down the bottom of the screen here. You may see it bouncing into me and so forth, and it has a variety of carefully curated headlines and so forth that range from the "yeah, that's kind of plausible," "oh, I can live with that," to the what can only be described as dangerously unmedicated. And it's up to you to work out which ones were created directly by me, and which ones I had the help of, there's the murder biscuit right there, which ones had the help of some AI inputs. And here's a hint, the more deranged and off the wall it is, it's probably mine. Okay, let's see what the screen looks like. I'm doing a quick quality control hit test there. Okay, let's have a look at that. Oh yeah, perfectly readable. What's this? Okay, let's get my chat back there. Okay, cool. So yeah, just been since last we met. I didn't get that much time on Elite Dangerous. Yeah, it was just no real opportunity to do anything of any meaningful contribution. Didn't have that much time online to mess about. That being said, doesn't mean that... Oh, pardon, I got to hear up something bad at the moment. Anyway, so where was I? Oh yeah, I was talking about the last time I was actually on. So last time I streamed was last Friday, obviously. And since then, just a little bit of time, but I did spend some time with Meld's AI function called Spark. Meld Studio and their Spark function and so forth. And I did get it to work with creating the news ticker that you see at the bottom of the screen here. It can do it far quicker and better than I can because my HTML and CSS coding skills and JavaScript, well, I have no JavaScript skills whatsoever. But my skills with web page coding and so forth, which this basically is, that's the web ticker down there, is generally a web page, which then gets thrown through a CSS wrapper and so forth to give it a transparent background and the like. Yep, so my skills there are firmly in the late 90s, early aughts. So HTML, yeah, I can code my way through anything at all. Give me a notepad and I'll give you something. Might take me a bit of time to code it manually, but Lord knows I can still code a web page and still deliver something which is functional. May not look pretty, but it's like Russian tractor. It will work. It will work. It will do the job. Won't look pretty, but it will get there. There's some PHP scripting, which, to my knowledge, nobody uses PHP anymore, that as far as I'm aware of. And obviously, there's some CSS coding there, and my experience of that was fairly limited. It came out in the late 90s, early 2000s, and yeah, I could do some fairly, don't want to say rudimentary or basic stuff, but it wasn't that advanced, and it was, for want of a better word, fairly static. But I could produce some pretty good results with what I had at the time, and obviously CSS has gone through some iterations since then, PHP as well, and I have not kept up with the times at all. So yeah, I rely on the efforts of others, and in this instance, others is an AI agent to take care of it for me. Now, what am I looking for here? Okay, what am I looking for here? Where am I? Oh, that's right, yeah. Murder Biscuit. Settlement assault plans. That's what I'm after here. I'll grab all 5 because I think I need all 5. Buy those before they fall out from underneath me. Okay, so what else is on my missing components list? Okay, settlement assault plans is no longer with me. Let's see, settlement assault plans. So go over here, and I've got this. What did I just buy?
Interesting choice.
Okay, hang on. What did I just buy?
Always at your disposal, Commander.
Okay, Oh, I've got settlement defense plans. Ah, okay, they'll probably come in handy later on. Okay, no worries whatsoever. Okay, so I don't need the settlement assault plans anymore, so I'll just get rid of that off the list. Search again. Okay, so I did not know that the in-game music in the bars had vocals. I was going, where's that music coming from? And where's that singing coming from? And then I left the bar and I went, oh, that's where it's coming from. So I'm on my way to assist. No, I don't want. God almighty. No, I don't want that. An hour ago, 30 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago. Okay, going out to Carcosa again. There for so many delivery missions. Looks like I'm going there for an acquisition this time. So we will take that and I have to say I do like I do like an ARA, if nothing else, because it does give me access to the various names and so forth that I would never have thought of or even encountered otherwise, like GPL Schmeidenhammer. What the hell is a Schmeidenhammer? And why does it need a GPL in front of it? I mean, I can see, you know, Hotel California. Yeah, somebody's an Eagles fan out there. We love and respect you anyway. Actually, no, the Eagles are cool. And I've forgotten to turn on my... There we go, there we go. Okay, so... And we've got Cloud of Spears. That's an interesting carrier. Respect, total respect there. And Guardian of Nut. I've docked with you before for various bartender services in the past, and I'll probably be docking there again before too long. You seem to be having a good handle on various bits and pieces that I do need, so mad props to you. Love your work, don't ever change. Let's see, Interstellar Rescue, Carrot Hammer? Okay, I don't know what the carrots have ever done to you, but please, seek help. And for those of you that are interested, I do have my own fleet carrier. It is called the Starsea Vagabond, and the name in part is hang on, I'll actually have to Google this. What is it called? It's called. Okay. Okay, so in the 1980s, and I'm fairly sure it was the mid to late 1980s, my dad used to buy a magazine called Heavy Metal, and there was a there was a comic series there that that was published within that magazine, and there was a ship there, a starship called the Vagabond of Limbo, which was, as I later found out, it was actually a French comic book series that was published in part in Heavy Metal magazine, blah, 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 blah. But the Vagabond of Limbo, and I thought that was such a cool name, and I was in my late teens at the time, and I went, oh, that's a really cool name, man. And at the time, I was jumping into a tabletop role-playing game shortly after that called Space Master, and I was playing 2nd edition Space Master. And after a tiny while, well, a couple of years, my character was mostly poor and impoverished for most of it. He did have a chance to buy his own ship, and I was trying to come up with a name of a series of ships and so forth that I had in mind, and the ships were so for Limbo and so forth. While I was looking at Limbo, Star Travel and so forth, and I came across the notion of Starsea. So a sea of stars, just called it a Starsea, and the first ship that my character ever purchased in the game was a rather ratty old cargo transport and so forth. Bought it second or third hand, as I recall correctly. It was really, really good at hauling cargo and so forth, and not a lot of good at doing much else. So I bought the character. I bought the ship, and let's see, what am I looking for here? Bought the ship and hired a crew for it and so forth, and their job was basically to earn my character a passive income. What am I getting here? I'm looking for chemical inventory, which is... Yeah, how many of those do I need? Chemical inventory. I need 5. I'll grab 10. That's it. So it was the Starsea Nomad, and there was a whole bunch of other ships. Only bought the one at the time, but there was a whole bunch of names and so forth for a whole progression of ships that was going to be part of my background commercial empire and so forth. So there was the Starsea Nomad, which was the first one, which is now the name of my Diamondback Explorer, the Starsea Vagabond, which is the name of my fleet carrier, the Starsea Wanderer, which is now the name of my my Caspian Explorer and so forth. But a whole bunch of ships just called Starsea blah 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 blah, and even my Nomad has got the name Starsea in it as well. For the moment, I really can't remember what it was. It's Starsea, Wanderer, Nomad, Vagabond. Who cares? It's not that important. But But the inspiration behind it all was a French comic book series called The Vagabond of Limbo, and I only saw a few episodes of it back in the late 80s, but hey, you made an impact. So yay for you. Okay, so what do I need now? Spectral analysis data, do I need that? Yes, I do. Okay, I will grab some of that. How much of that do I need? I need 15, I've got 5. And obviously I don't have, okay, so it looks like weapon inventory. Okay, so I need, okay, so I can do that as well. What weapon inventory? How much do I need of that? I need 5 and I've got none. You what? Well, that just kind of sucks all kind of mud through a straw. Items with cylinder, chemical inventory, which I have, and weapon inventory, which I do not. Oh, because I've got to confirm the purchase. Duh, Fred.
It's a deal.
Right. Okay, search again. Chemical inventory, get rid of that, so I don't need you. Crystal Palace, where are you? Nope. Too far away. But, damn it, you have so much of the stuff that I do need. Okay, looks like we're going on a bit of a trip. Because Crystal Palace, you got 3 of the items I need.
Well, good doing business, Commander.
So it's just you, me, 27 jumps, and a whole bunch of rapiding on. And I've got to say that sound designers behind Elite Dangerous, Odyssey's expansion and so forth, they totally nailed the sound. You know, the chintzy music and the elevators and so forth, totally chef's kiss. Okay, 27 jumps to go. If nothing else, there's exploration. Oh, 28 jumps. Oh, that's right, because I just went to let. No, I'll wear it. Okay, so auto launch.
Ship released. Restrict speed until clear of our carrier. You are now clear of the area. This is Flight Control. Signing off.
I love some of these little bylines I've got down here. They really do they do credit to what's happening here. So, okay, so honk the system, scoop the fuel, move on to the next. I'd forgotten about that one. There may be some intentional cross-genre, cross-source material contamination in the news feed. So, up to you to find it. Zip. Okay, so... Always room for puppy spam, and that one is Drunken Frat Party Aftermath. And that was just a puppy looking for all the warmth. If I remember correctly, that particular little puppy, she just seeked out. You know, she basically was going, okay, if I'm not eating, I'm going to be as warm and toasty as possible. So yeah, she was very much a fan of the hot water bottles that we had at the time. She would just slap herself down between them and just say, I'm here, I'm not going any further unless I'm hungry. Oh, dearie me, am I? I'm glad you didn't have to hear that. It was quite... Ugh.
Frameshift drive charging.
Okay, so there are some items in the whole element there that I have not fully read yet. I'm not going to lie, I did resort to some AI. I did a resort to some prompt and so forth that in hindsight may have been mildly deranged by way of AI prompting. And yeah, so the thing about the dumping of hot dogs into orbit and so forth, yeah, I had no idea about that one. I'm as surprised by it as you are.
Frameshift drive charging.
So I provided writing prompts and so forth, and Gemini delivered. And sometimes it delivered in spades. Okay, so we'll just go scooping around this star here, and we will grab fuel as we need it. How many have we got? We've got, yep, 22 to go. Ooh. Just going to sit here for a quick moment, pick up some fuel. Because it's one of those things I just realised I can never get enough of. Number of times I almost ran out of fuel.
Frameshift drive charging.
See, this is one of the ones. The Alliance Sentinel. Serious trade agreements under scrutiny. Economic committees review supply chain contracts following complaints from member systems regarding heavy-handed corporate logistics. Yep, that's one of the headlines and so forth. That, yep, it was automatically and AI generated and so forth, but which I said, yeah, make it sound plausible, make it sound believable and so forth, make it sound like it's not drug-addled. And then there's the Imperial Gazette, Outer Systems Patrol expanded. Again, another one of those ones which is not drug-addled. And then there's this one here, the Bowman Recordings. And this one, yeah, this is all me. I have a low humor threshold, so very, very low when that I wrote it, but I'm still amused by it. But, yep, so there's some stuff there that does need to be tweaked a little bit, just to account for current events and gameplay systems. So this one still thinks that President Hudson is president when, well, obviously it's Winters. So I've got to manually massage. This one here is timeless. Yeah, so I don't think I actually need to tinker with the layout of this stream anymore. I'm pretty bloody happy with the way this has turned out. Okay, yep. Anything you see with Vox Rationalis in it, yep, that's stupid. Don't believe it. Even if I tell you to. Don't believe it, don't believe me. Galactic Inquirer, yeah. Think National Enquirer and so forth. This is just pure idiocy.
Frameshift drive charging.
And anything you see with Wilton and Shay's Truth, that may or may not be entirely reliable. And for those that are wondering behind the reference there, go read the Illuminatus trilogy by Robert Anton Wilson and Robert Shea. Yep, so the Illuminatus trilogy was a fairly, I don't want to say significant, but it was influential in influential reading material as a teenager for me. So it was, yeah, mildly extraordinarily meant. How many? 17? Cool. Good to know. Okay, that one didn't notice. Oh. Okay, much as I have my misgivings about AI and so forth, I'm not gonna argue with some of the results. They are very, very effective. That being said, I am not entirely convinced that the outlay in resources on a purely material level are entirely worth the benefits gained. So yeah, just remember that the chunk of intelligence between both of your ears runs on the power that can be best described as 20 watts, and it is capable of so much. And all of these AI servers and data farms and so forth and AI data centers, yeah, they require so much, but are they really that efficient? Yeah, I'd be a lot more relaxed and comfortable about it if they were more efficient. And I'm thinking part of the problem with AI is the fact that they're relying on a system that at its core is purely binary, so it's yes and no. Whereas chemistry is messy, chemistry is noisy, chemistry is yes, no, and maybe. With maybe being a whole bunch of degrees in the middle and so forth. So yeah, real artificial intelligence is going to have to rely on yes, no, and a huge, huge honking chunk of maybe to fill in the blanks that lie in the middle between yes and no. And right now, that's just not there. Well, not in any meaningful degree anyway. So, and once you can do that economically at scale, and it's that big ass chunk of maybe. Once you can deliver on that at scale, efficiently, like we're talking, like centiwatts, fractions of a watt per maybe, then yeah, then AI is worth it. But until then, AI does need to be reined in a bit because the only people that are getting rich out of this whole thing are venture capitalists. Well, the people sucking venture capitalists in, more likely. So the people that are inflating the bubble rather than the people that are, relying on the bubble to do something concrete, meaningful, and here's the point, effectively. Within scope, within budget. Much like nuclear power, really. If anybody's watching and can name just one commercial scale nuclear power plant that was delivered on time, on budget, please let me know what it was, because I have no clue. Ooh, big ass bright and shiny star. I think this one, let's see, that's an A-class star. Oh, it's a Class B. Okay. Normally Class B stars are bluer than that. Oh well. Happy to be wrong. We've got 20 scoops left, I think. Yep, 14. Faster than I expected. Okay, grime, grind, and gear. This headline involving a scandal at Hutton Orbital. Yeah, that's all me. I wrote that one. Okay, so like I said, this is just a filling in the blanks stream here. So I'm just trying to engineer up personal equipment and so forth so I can be more effective on the ground, because I'd like to be professionally unpleasant on foot as well as in the air, well, in space. And obviously that does engender a whole bunch of engineering grinds and so forth that that I'm doing for the sake of necessity and not because I really need it. So I've got a particular suit loadout that I've got in mind. It is my stealth archer kind of sort of build from Skyrim, transplanted across as nearly as possible as I can without infringing on trademarks or patents. Okie dokie. Let's see what's this. We're going to go the other side of this. Scoop up all the fuel I can. And I do have an idea for another thing as a news ticker down the bottom, so I'm just going to... Yep, so that's that there. Bear with me just a few moments. I'm going to be, well, I'm going to be at the keyboard, but I'm just not going to be at the flight stick. Okay, so grab that, pop that there, grab. Do, 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 do. Right. Excellent. Just realised that I can put birthday wishes into this whole thing, so... yep, so that's what I'm going to do. My middle child, Nathan, has a birthday this month, so I am going to not... Let's see, we'll just slide across the heart of this star, turn around. Okay, so I need, where is it? There's the news ticker. Get rid of that one. Right, there we go. Okay, while Spark is busy working away in the background to there we go. Okay, there we go. That's good. That's good.
Disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Ah, here's another one. Zeldovich Reach, do not dock there and so forth. This one is another one of my contributions. Zero Tolerance Tuesdays. Yay! Sometimes I don't know what actually prompted that. I do know that I tried docking at a station and everybody shot at me all at once, and I can't for the life of me remember why. My notoriety wasn't that high, but...
Disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
8 jumps left to go. Brilliant! Oh, pardon me. Okay, let's just grab a full tank of fuel here while I'm here. Here we go. Come on, and time to speed up.
Frameshift drive charging.
Okay, local trucker accused of jettisoning tons of bio-waste right into a tourist beacon. I've done something similar. With me, it wasn't entirely deliberate. It was kind of sort of maybe oopsie accidental. and did force the remedial rebinding of a jettison all cargo key binding that I didn't know I had at the time. Yes, I was in a Panther Clipper. I was carrying 1,320 tons of bio waste. I was leaving a station and accidentally hit the wrong key combo and so forth. And on my way out of that station was ejecting and otherwise getting rid of all of my cargo. And while it was very, 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 very funny, it did cause some issues. I copped so many fines out of that, but they didn't shoot me. So for those that are wondering, yeah, Elite Dangerous does not have a lethal response to littering. So those that are inclined, yeah, you don't have to worry about being a litter bug. It's not going to get you dead. Okay, so I'll just pop that over here and twisty turny. How many jumps have we got left? Put ourselves in the general direction of that away and have a look. 4, 5.
Disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Okay, now I'm curious. Where the hell is Cleve Hub? Let's have a look. Where's Cleve Hub? There's probably more than one, but let's have a look at where the first one is.
Fuel scooping.
It's way, way over there. It's 21,000 light years away. Okay, yeah, I'm no longer interested. Bye.
Frameshift drive charging.
Hey there, hey there, hey there. Thanks for joining us. Okay, so what is that? 0112 IIO. 0112 IIO, how do you prefer to be called? Thanks for joining us. I've just been I'm doing a on-foot materials grind and so forth, and one of the fleet carriers, the bartender, some 24 jumps away from me, has a fair number of stuff I need, so I'm going out of my way. Arayo. Okay, Arayo. Thanks for joining us, and thanks for sharing some of your time with us. Yep, so as I was saying, I'm on my way to a fleet carrier because I'm doing an on-foot materials grind. And on top of that, been messing around with streaming software called Mold Studio, which I've been using since I started streaming. Oh yeah, Oreo cookie, yep. So I've been doing streaming and so forth since April. I started with Meld Studio and stuck with Meld Studio because it is really, really literally plug and play for a silly old duffer like me. And the news ticker that you're seeing at the bottom of the story, at the bottom of the screen rather, is the most recent edition here. So the news ticker items there range from, yeah, that sounds plausible within game, I can see that happening, to the, oh my god, this guy's what can only be described as dangerously unmedicated, keep him away from a joystick. And yep, so yep, that's where we're at the moment. And Yep, so just having fun and games and so forth with that, keeping myself harmlessly out of mischief, and yeah, just trying to build myself up a stealth archer build. If you're a fan of Skyrim, a stealth archer build for Elite Dangerous. The software I'm using for streaming is called Meld Studio. It's available on Apple, Mac, and I think maybe Linux. So Apple, Mac, Windows, maybe Linux and so forth. I'm using it on Windows at the moment. It's absolutely dead ass easy to use. A lot of the stuff that you have to get yourself a multitude of plugins for OBS comes yeah, so, and a lot of the stuff that comes standard with Meld Studio has to be plugins and so forth for OBS. Oh, pardon me. Let's just avoid the exclusion zone of that. What is it? Scan it, then tell me what it is. That's a white dwarf. Yeah, let's exclusion zone of death right there. So yeah, I've been mucking about with Meld Studio for I call it 3-4 months now, and absolutely loving the bejesus out of it. It is so easy to work with. And 3 updates ago, maybe 4, it introduced an AI companion for it called Spark, which is responsible for implementing that interesting little news ticker you see at the bottom of the screen there. So I created the text file and so forth, and also got some help from Google's AI to help with that as well, because there's only so many ideas that can come out of my head at once. Oh, cool! I'm at my reference system. Okay, what's the name of the carrier I'm after here? Crystal Palace. Oh, you're the only person here. Lovely. Anyway, so yeah, so it's responsible for producing the code that produced the news ticker down the bottom there, and yeah, by all means, Meld Studio is not going anywhere. They do have obviously paid tier options and so forth, because nobody's doing anything for free these days. But the stuff that you do get as part of the base software package, we are reliably informed will not change access privileges and so forth. So if it's available in Meld Studio now, it's not going to be locked behind a paywall later on. But they are looking at introducing and implementing pay as you go, or subscription-based services. The first subscription service is obviously their AI facility. So if you want more than the base number of tokens and so forth, you've got to pay extra for it. The camera is above my PC. The camera is actually was pretty much almost on eye level with my with me at the moment. So it's a Logitech webcam, and yeah, so that's just basically where I'm at the moment. I'm dealing with a desktop PC to my right, 2 monitors in front of me, and to my left that way. A desk mount that, hey, here's the microphone, and so forth. So I've put some dollars into streaming and so forth, but I'm not really looking to monetize this thing. I'm just here to share a love of the game and so forth, and the game series that I've been invested in since 1984. So obviously Elite, the first versions of Elite came out in 1984, and yeah, so my first exposure to Elite was late 1984 on the Apple II PC. Yeah, it's been a love affair since then. So, pirated copy of. Yep. So webcams are definitely, if you're going to be doing anything serious and so forth, or even semi-serious about jumping into streaming and the like, a good, it doesn't have to be bells and whistles and so forth. You're just looking for something which is reliable and does the job and so forth. So I started off with an Asus, can't remember what bloody webcam it was, but it was an Asus webcam, and it was okay. It got the job done and so forth. But I then upgraded to a Logitech C7. Hang on, bear with me a moment. I'll just stop my engines. What am I using for my input here on this thing? Where a webcam? There's that. What am I looking at here? Virtual camera? No, that's not a cam. Okay, so I'm using a Logitech C922, 922 webcam for this, and it's the quality and so forth, bang for buck. You just can't really go past it. It is just that good. It's not exceptional and so forth by way of quality and so forth. I mean, you've got the Insta360 series of webcams and so forth, which frankly speaking, spank very, very handily, spank Logitech quite nicely and so forth. But here in Australia, the C922 was about $120 or something like that. Oh, I forgot to do a bit. I don't care. Yeah, so a Logitech C922 was about $120, whereas an Insta360 was about $300-400. Oh yeah, yep. So Horizons, yeah, I'm kind of bummed out that console support did get shafted the way it did. I mean, I'm pretty sure, especially with the way that PS4 and Xbox at the time, they were basically PCs, they were cut down and so forth. So I'm pretty sure there could have been a way in which you could build up from a common code base to bring Odyssey into the mix. That's 120 Australian dollars. So I'm not too sure where you are, Oreo. $120 Australian is, call it $70 to $80 US. Yeah, so a Logitech C922 is a good base. But again, do your own research. Don't take my word as gospel, because the last time somebody took my word as gospel, we ended up with three annoying children who think that I'm really, really sad and pathetic. Oh wait, that's me. that's critique is me as a father. But so it's so definitely have a look. So don't be. With regards to webcam quality and so forth, what you're really, really after is what looks good to you. And for me, the Logitech C922 looked good to me. It ticked all my boxes. Obviously, I'm looking at upgrading in the medium to long term to something which can track me about and so forth, because I like to do this. Because I've got stuff around me that needs paying attention to, so I do lurch from my chair from time to time, and any camera that can keep up with me while doing that is definitely one that's at the top of my shopping list. But you don't have to spend an absolute mozza if you can grab a laptop and stick that hook that up to your stream and so forth. And you know, the laptop camera is going to be fine for the most part. I mean, what is it? Laptops these days, minimum of 720p. And for 720p, if you can get 30 or 60 frames per second on that, you're laughing. Okay, let's disembark and pick up the stuff that I need, and I can't even remember what I'm actually looking for here. Where am I? Weapon inventory, manufacturing instructions. Okay, yep, so I'm definitely on three different shopping lists. Yep, so for those that are new to streaming and so forth, I cannot recommend Meld Studio enough. It is literally plug and play. And if you've got an idea for some wacky element that you'd like to add to your stream, like for example, this thing here that I call puppy spam.
What I'd give for a life that wasn't full of unpleasant surprises.
Yeah, it does that for me as well.
So, have a look. The only thing you won't find is a discount.
Okay, so what am I looking for from here? I'm looking for weapon inventories. Okay, I'll grab all of them. You never know when you're going to need them all. Weapon inventories, manufacturing instructions. Okay, going from that spectral analysis data. We're going to grab all of that.
You should get a good price for that.
Okay, what have we got here?
Seeing as I've got some time off, do you have any advice about where to go? Come to think about it, I generally prefer to be productive with my time, so can't say I've gone out traveling much. I see what you mean.
Right, what am I missing out on? I need to get rid of... Okay, looks like I'm making a mad dash back to Colonia. Huzzah!
I'm always at your disposal, Commander.
Go for launch. Departure confirmed.
Oh, blasted myself right past a nebula and didn't notice. Lovely.
And you're clear. Best of luck, Commander. Ready to engage.
Have I been here before already? Hello everybody that's just joined us. I see that we've got some more people that have come in, so thanks for joining us. Thanks for sharing some of your time with us. I hope I'm not too much of a disappointment. So if you're wondering what I'm doing at the moment, I'm just doing some raw material grinds for on-foot engineering, and I've just been out 27 jumps away from Colonia to pick up some data packages, and now just on my way back to Colonia to pick up some other stuff which has just been advertised as for ready for sale, and I want to get there before anyone else does. So yibbity yibbita, here I go. And it would turn out that I jumped at least past one Bok globule, which is that little thing that you see here in front of me. I jumped past it without actually noticing. So, yeah, 10 out of 10 for unobservedness for me. So please, say hi in the chat, introduce yourself, and let us know how you're doing and so forth, whereabouts in the world you are. And I'm more than happy to share some of my time and insight into the game and so forth. Hit us with a question. More than happy to share my thoughts and feelings on whatever you care to bring up with me. For the most part, however, it is going to be fairly much a case of honk and scoot as I jump my way over to Colonia just as quickly as possible. Okay, I'm going to get myself some more of this fuel. I feel the net I'm going to need it for a while. Just have that feeling it's going to try and bite me in the bum. Okay, well that's doing that. Oh, okay, so it's a one-star system. Blech. Okay, time to ante up and move. So, if anyone can tell me how I totally missed that Bok globule, please let me know.
Frameshift drive charging.
Okay, so how many? I think I've got 25 jumps left to go to get me back to Colonia. $23. Better and better.
Disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Okay, those Bok globules are way, way bigger than I thought they would be. How'd I miss it on the first way out?
Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Hey there, Mart Gamer. Nice to see you again. How have you been doing the last little while since I saw you last? Which 2 weeks ago? Was it 2 weeks ago the last had a chance to say hi to you? Pretty sure it was 2 weeks ago, maybe longer. Yep, so just doing a quick little run out to the middle of nowhere to pick up on-foot engineering materials of the data variety, because I want my stealth ninja suit for Elite Dangerous. I want to be able to relieve all of those times I was playing Skyrim as a stealth archer. So that involves me engineering my Maverick suit up to Grade 5 and putting a whole bunch of stuff onto that, as well as an executioner plasma rifle of the long range variety, so I can shoot people in the head and get away with it while giggling furiously. So 07 to you, Mart Gamer. Thanks for joining us again. And right now I'm just working on one of my little passive income lurks and so forth. Rockets. Indoors, what could go wrong? You could hit the couch. The couch rockets would then bounce across and knock the clock off the wall, and then your wife would be angry with you for being an idiot indoors. Maybe that's the voice of experience. Maybe that's the voice of being looking into the future and seeing where dumbassery will get you. It's up to you. Yeah, but I'm not allowed to have rockets indoors anymore. You know, when I knock a clock off the wall with a rocket bouncing off a couch and so forth, that's because I didn't think things through on what was I thinking at the time when I decided to light that fuse. Whereas when my wife does it, it's oopsie. Where's the justice in that, I have to ask you? Where is the justice in that at all? Yeah, so making a mad dash back to Colonia because there's a carrier out there in Colonia Way which has got actually a whole bunch of stuff that I need, and I need a whole bunch of them. So I need to get there before, pardon me, before other people buy it out from under me and so forth, because how am I supposed to buy it out from everyone else when they do it to me in first? That being said, I am going to be very, very, what's the word I'm looking for here? Not capricious, not judicious, but yeah, humble, I think is the word I'm looking for. Humble and non-greedy in my acquisitions and so forth. I'm just going to grab what I need to fill my immediate need. There's always room for rockets. You just have to, if you're not committed to getting them at 2:30 in the morning, then are you really a rocketeer? I mean, bear with me a moment. We'll jump out of hyperspace. We'll get past this this brown dwarf of whatever it is. I have rockets. See? Missile racks. Dumbfire missile racks. Don't ask me why I've got them now, because I needed them earlier, and to deal with on-foot ground traffic, and they weren't available to me, so I actually had to get down and dirty with people with a gun of the hand variety. It was one of those on-foot ground missions. Please recover XXX item for us, and we'll pay you so much in materials and so forth. And when I got there, there was a whole bunch of really unpleasant sorts that are trying to kill me. All I was doing is just sort of like a simple materials retrieval thing, and yeah. I think you and I, Mart Gamer, I think you and I were separated at birth. Yep, so as I was saying, you know, I think jumping around and so forth, trying to kill these people on foot targets with beam lasers and imperial hammers and getting absolutely nowhere. Eventually I just had to get down on foot and shoot them in the face in person and so forth, and then I was doing some research online afterwards, and oh yeah, dumbfire rockets, yeah, they can take out pedestrians. And so my on-foot shuttle bus, which is my Cobra Mark 5 at the moment, yeah, it now has dumbfire rockets for those times when I want to jump out and collect materials and so forth on the ground. Seriously, another white dwarf? So collect on foot materials and so forth and mission objectives without being shot in the face by cranky sorts that want me dead. What is this? Is this a white dwarf or a yellow a neutron star? It's a neutron star. Okay. I have to steer myself away from the neutron star's exclusion zone because, yep, it's painful when you run into them. Trust me, I know. Oh, oopsie. Okay, so what have I got around me? I need a fuel scoopable star. What's this? What's that? That's an M1. Okay, what have we got near me? Okay, so that's a red dwarf star right over there. I'm going to divert for a quick petrol stop. I was not paying attention to my fuel gauge. The fuel rats would be so disappointed. Okay, let's get ourselves up to full fuel intake capacity. There we are. Now, what have we got here? One body. Okay, so while we're here, just going to faff about and so forth and play with a Okay, so this is the first time I've actually had to use this in anger, if you like, while messing about in gameplay and so forth. So let's just have a look. So, been having fun and so forth over the last couple of days and stuff like that. Okay, so we'll just grab you, delete that. Searching again. Have I got anything? No, that's cool. We're still... How many jumps do we have? Okay, so discard that mission and... Okay. Whoopsie daisy, I forgot to discard that mission as well. Okay, so I've got 15 jumps left. Okay. Back to gameplay. And remember, dumb ideas like dumb fire rockets and so forth, if they work, they're not dumb. Getting the hell out of here. That Bok globule is just not getting that much bigger over time. I mean, it's getting bigger, but not very fast. Jumps to go. Move. Ah, there's the exclusion zone. Okay, how many? 14 jumps are here. Is it just me, or does that look like a bizarre cross between an Executioner hood and the Venom version of Venom, or the Venom version of Spider-Man's head? Look at that lovely band of stars there. Slow down to 50% impulse, get a full tank of gas. In this case, figuratively, is not so much as literally. I do need that hydrogen gas. And Oreo, now that I look at your handle much further, much deeper and so forth, yes, I can see it. Yeah, so the 1-2 is an R, and then Oreo, yeah, that works. Yep, so I can see it. You just have to do this and squint. Do I have the capacity for scope there just yet? What's on my wish list? Scope, scope, scope. Ooh, I do have scope. Nice. Oh, nice comment there. I like that, Mart. Totally like that. I totally get where you're coming from. Yep. Have to admit, from somebody who's more surprised by what comes out of their mouth after I've said it than would otherwise be the case, I am totally on board with you on that sentiment. You know, when talking about things and so forth that pop into my head and frequently pop out of my mouth, I call that portion of my brain the lemming, and Fun fact, what was it? It's now 13 years ago. I actually had to have myself a brain scan for work out why bits of me were going wrong. So, by strange coincidence, totally not connected to my brain, but they did need to have images of my pituitary gland. So they took a scan of my brain, and while scanning that brain and so forth, they noticed a couple of patches of what could be best described as scar tissue. What do they call it? Demyelination of my brain and so forth. So, for want of a better word, scar tissue in my brain, a large patch and a small patch that was deep in the middle of my brain and so forth. And I found out then that, yeah, premature babies, when they're born, they do have something of a habit of stroking out. Strokes within the brain and stuff like that and so forth, and because they have no other choice, they learn to adapt and build around. So I have 2 patches of scar tissue in my brain. The large one I call Lem, and the small one I call Ming. And if you put them together, you call it lemming. And this was basically friends of mine and family of mine were describing that part of my brain which takes control of the speech centers of my brain and says something really, really, really objectionable that I know is going to get me a slap in the back of the head by way of percussive correctional maintenance. And I frequently say things which I know is going to get me in trouble, but I say it anyway because that's what the lemming deserves and demands. And then I get slapped in the back of the head for it. And now we know the reason why. There's two patches of scar tissue in my brain that where the better part of judgment would probably lie. So yeah, I say things without thinking about it first, and then the back of my head says, yeah, stop hitting me. Or more importantly, why are you hitting me? And it's because people who have more upstanding moral fibre and virtue than me just object to what I'm saying and feel the need to correct me on any transgressions I may make. And unfortunately, by the time I've realised I've said something wrong, best summarised with the word whack, it's too late and I've already said what I've said which is wrong, and then I've received the whack. So all of those percussive maintenance and so forth is called a lemming slap. And that's the reason why I have a bald patch on the back of my head. Other people would call it male pattern baldness. I call it impact damage. Or erosion. Yeah, so... But, yeah, for all of my people, all of my friends and family and so forth... all of my friends and family who, when I was growing up and saying things like, Doug, are you brain damaged? I can now say, yes, I am. That's my excuse. Stop hitting me in the back of the head when I say something which just pops into my head and pops out of my mouth. And they choose to ignore me and hit me in the back of the head anyway. So, yeah, I'm feeling oppressed. And yep. That mask is getting bigger. Okay, I'm probably going to need to refuel. What was the yellow orange start? Yeah, I'm going to refuel there because dropping down to 50% fuel tanks and, well, I don't want to have to do what I did last time. Okay, so all of the weapon modules and suit modules that I can upgrade now at the moment, I don't actually have the engineer access to make possible. So I got the materials for them, I don't have the access. If anyone knows where I can get culinary recipes or cocktail recipes, be much appreciated, because Lord knows I'm trying to buy them now and nobody's selling. Okay, let's just do a quick little scan here because got to refuel. So while I'm refueling, I will passive income time. Yeah, that's nice. Fuel scooping complete, but I haven't finished doing my scans yet, so you'll have to wait. Dagnabbit, you're behind the sun. Ugh. Don't think of it as a joke. Think of it as a carefully crafted and whimsical observation. You know, it's just other people just can't handle the raw, unvarnished truth about things. Okay, where are you? There you are. No, you are not. Waterworld, yeah. Not really concerned. I have two words for you. Stratum tectonicus. Okay, where's this gas giant? There you are. Way off the plane of the ecliptic. Okay, how many jumps left back? Oh, 5 jumps. Yeah, I'll probably make that in, before having to refuel. So, for those that are wondering about the news ticker bylines at the bottom of the screen, anything in Wilson and Shay's truth, don't believe that in the slightest. It's unmedicated ramblings, dangerously unmedicated. Other things might be slightly plausible, marginally plausible, kind of plausible, mostly plausible, but anything with Wilson and Shay on it, it's not. And I should know. I helped put it together. Okay, this is quite the busy little system. And that's how I jumped past the Bokgoblul. By the time I got there, it was just dust. That makes sense.
Charging.
Okay, so my mobile phone was chirping me with system alerts and so forth. None of them are relevant. Right, next up. Yep, next jump, and then I get to jump over to my carrier, well, the carrier rather, with the stuff I need.
Disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Sorry, just had myself a twisted little idea of a notion of an idea, and I'm going to run with it. So, next session, next from stream session and so forth, the news ticker will be updated. Okay, what's the name of the carrier I'm going to here? Salusa Secundus. Okay. There you are. That looks like a squadron carrier.
Welcome, Commander. Please request docking permission before approaching a landing pad. At said passage, please follow standard docking protocols, Commander.
I do believe this is the first time I've docked at a squadron carrier.
Your docking computer is in control.
So let's see, where do we go from here on in?
Landing gear deployed.
I see, Mart Gamer, yep, I would agree with you for Javelin, for fleet carriers and so forth, but we'd both be wrong, so the Nautilus class carrier layout, that's the superior choice and so forth, and you're going to have to disagree with you on that.
Shut down. Welcome to our carrier, Commander.
Okay, let's get over to that carrier before, more importantly, the bartender, before things get sold out from under me. So I'm after patrol routes and security expenses, and I'm going to go for all of the above.
No gravity. Magnetic contact active.
Yep, so I'm hoping I'm going the right way then. Nope, that doesn't look like the right way. That looks like a vault door. Command deck? Pilot's lounge, okay.
Worthwhile. Looking for some trading, selling, or both. Have a look. The only thing
Absolutely looking for what I'm interested in. What have you got here? I need patrol routes and security. I'll take both.
It's a deal.
Okay, so
Anything. I'm always at your disposal, Commander.
okay, so let's go and update. So I don't need that and that. Yep, no orders. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Where's my e-breach? Huh? Where's my e-breach? Let's not let me draw a gun here anyway. These guys are no fun. Okay, let's go back. What do we need more of? We need, pretty sure I can do backpack. Let's just have a look here. Suit modules. Yes, I can do that, but it's the wrong friggin' engineer. Dag nabbit. Annoyed. Okay, what can I do here? Extra ammo capacity, can I do that? Yes, I can. Okay, so I can do extra ammo capacity, I say. Right. Extra ammo capacity. What else can I do with this one here?
Ship released.
But I want extra backpack capacity. Dag nabbit. Nope. Noise suppressor, I think that's in atmosphere. Yes, it is. Oh, that annoys me. Okay, what do I need there? Yishen, which is a bunch of introductions and so forth. Rosa. Okay, so I'm being totally boned at the moment by the need for culinary recipes or cocktail recipes.
You have now departed the no-fire zone. Best of luck.
This is
Commander.
annoying. Materials on foot. Spectral. Okay, so add spectral to this. SPETRAL. And we will lodge. Annoying. Am I in the colonial system? Dagnabbit? No. Why, yes. Yes, I am. Yep, I am totally off my Super Cruise Overcharge game today, so I don't think I've made any target which has not required a loop of shame. Or in this case, a double loop of shame, because hey, let's fail twice. Triple loop of shame. This is a bad day. I have brought shame unending to my family for generations to come. Double Windsor knot of shame. How about a Gordian knot of shame? I am so disappointed in myself right now. Like, seriously. I feel the need to go stand in a corner with a blanket over my head. Oh. And got to say, since I gave up the whole notion of frames per second and decided instead of going for, hey, let's go for all the pretty, I'm much, much happier with my gameplay. So if I've got a minimum of 60 frames per second, I'm happy with that, because that's what I'm streaming at. So 60 frames per second just works out really, really nicely. But look at all the visual eye candy. I've turned everything on up to ultra settings. Okay, so I got a whole bunch of cartographic data I'm not going to mess about with. Let's just sell that. Yep, selling that because, well, you know, need the money. Been spending all of it on raw materials. For on-foot engineering. Right then, let's see, what am I doing now? Okay, what have I got here that I can actually do by way of engineering and so forth? Engineers, down the bottom. What do I have the capacity for doing? Nope. What have I got here? Extra RAM capacity, faster shield regen. Is extra ammo capacity on my shopping list? Where's my notepad? Let's have a look. What have I got here? No, it is not. Okay, so headshot damage, magazine size, audio masking, and scope. No. So the roadblock in this particular instance here is the engineer Rosa Diet. So I've got to unlock that particular engineer before I can go any further, and they're being a right little dick about things. So what's the unlocker? Rosa Diet. Sell 10, total of 10 culinary recipes or cocktail recipes to stations in Colonia. Well, aren't you just a happy little ray of sunshine, you smuck? What am I missing by way of materials? Wish list. I'm missing 5 materials. They're all up there on Inara's search list, and I've got nothing. So, yeah, I hate you all. Okay, let's find myself a ground mission where I can pick up some extraneous ground materials and so forth, and maybe pick up some extra stuff that I probably need in the way. Mission boards. What have we got here by way of rewardies? Nope. Nope. Hang on, do I need? Nope, I need... nope. Scramblers? No, don't need those. Nope, don't need those. Nope. What a bloody nuisance that was. Okay, let's see what we can do for what looks interesting. Okay, what's this? Threat level 2? Yeah, I'm going to accept this one because... what's this one? Okay, grab that one as well. It's threat 0. Righty then. Let's get the... Okay, why are you not... There we go. Alrighty then. Okay, so I didn't mean to do all of that, but it happened anyway. So what the hell just happened there? Oh my god, what the blazes was that? What parts of me are not being held together with duct tape and spit? Oh my god, that was brutal. Okay, I'm on my way to Ogmar for 2 reasons. 1, to satisfy the requirements for this ground mission, and 2, to really patch myself up after that rollicking disaster. Oh my god. Oh, what the hell was I doing? I was hitting the boost button where not required or definitely indicated. On a positive note, I did not screw the pooch when it came to overcharge. Suboptimal launch. I think the word you're looking for there is omnishambolic clusterfuck. Yep, that was definitely one for the record books, as in, please record this and never ever do it again. Oh. Oh, what the hell was I doing there? Yeah, that wasn't so much as a suboptimal launch as a suboptimal getting out of the parking lot. Oh my God. With that sort of friggin' behaviour, I'm pretty sure I'm going to walk out my front door and there's going to be a Victoria Police random breath testing station there just waiting for me going, "Excuse me, sir, have you been drinking tonight?" And I'm going to go, "Yeah, it's after work drinkies." "But it's shortly after midnight." "Yeah, my workday ends at 7:30 in the morning." "That's no excuse." "Who are you, morality police?" Yes, we are." I'm not going to be able to look at that whole damage meeting and so forth and just not get... Oh. Oh dear. Oh, that was just funny as hell. Tragic, yes, but funny as hell. Okay, let's dock before anything else happens. Like, for example, I decide to boost on the way on into entry. And for those that are wondering, yes, that did happen a little while ago, and yeah, it ended badly because I boosted in the general direction of ground without asking for docking clearance, and then everybody started shooting at me. Whoops.
Landing gear deployed.
Okay. Let's do something about that, shall we? Okay, so it'll be interesting to see. So 27.74 in credits for the exterior repairs. How much for the structural repairs? Only 562. Okay, so 3,200 credits in repairs and so forth, and I'm golden. Lovely. Okay, that was not as bad an omnishambolic disaster as I had previously feared. Okay, so I'm just looking for a data terminal at this point. No. Let's refrain from petty larceny and trying to kill people. I mean, it is fun, but you know, it gets you frowned upon. Very, very tempted. Damn it, he's moved away. Probably for the best.
Back up a bit, would you?
Okay, looking for a data terminal, which is pretty much public access. There's one probably up ahead. There we go. Staff list. Why the hell am I here again? Okay. Transactions. What am I here for? Okay. More importantly, where the hell am I?
Hold on, Commander. Results are clear.
Habitat building, locker 4, habitat building. Okay, where am I? Ah, you're far too kind to me, Mart Gamer. Far too kind to me. But I do appreciate the sentiment. Okay, so I'm looking for... What am I looking for? Locker 4 in the habitat building. Do, 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 do. Ah, excellent. And just stroll right in. No, I'm good.
Mission status updated. Leaving pressurized environment.
Next up. Hey, KY Hippie. One, I managed to completely make it absolute tits up of getting out of Jacques Station in Colonia and ended up with no shields and 7% hull left. Other than that, things went swimmingly. Welcome to the chat, KY Hippie. So, just doing some on-foot grinding and so forth for... Yep, so just doing some on-foot grounding and grinding and so forth because I'm looking for engineering materials for suits and weapons, and they're not being very, very forthcoming according to Anara. So just seeing what I can get to help fill the gaps and so forth while waiting for Anara to tell me where I can buy shit from. Exo, after my heart, man. Yep. Not gonna lie, exploration was definitely one of. Okay, where is that bloody? There we go. Yeah, so exploration was where I got my first elite from, and obviously my first elite 5 from. Then trade and so forth. With regards to triple elite, this week I got to dangerous on combat. Not bad considering I've been playing this game since 2016. I've been very, very, what's the word I'm looking for? Terminally relaxed. With regards to the whole notion of combat and stuff like that, just been True. With me, it's not so much finding the targets as the targets find me before I've finished being able to lock onto them properly, and then they shoot me. Okay, so what am I going to hear? Colonia, no, I want Ogmar. Yeah, so they find me before I've had a chance to find them properly and so forth, and then they start shooting, and then there's the whole notion of settlement alarms and reinforcements, and before long, I'm lying dead on the ground, staring into my own faceplate and drooling helplessly while they filled me full of photons and plasma and kinetic bits of nastiness. Okay, so where am I going here? Actually, I want that button. Hang on, I just... No, remoto. Okay, there we go. For those that are wondering, I've just been cursing in Greek. Yeah, that's pretty much been my play style for the last little while. I started playing Elite Dangerous allegedly in 2016 and October 2016, so I'm reliably informed by the purchase records with Frontier Developments, and bought into the Horizons expansion pass and so forth early enough to get myself access to the Cobra Mark IV, and wasn't that a delightful underwhelmment? And just been basically ever since then messing about and so forth and chasing the squirrel. Haven't had that much of a way of any definitive or definite plan or anything like that with regards to what I'm doing to progress and so forth. So any meaningful progression as far as ranks and so forth is concerned, be it like exploration ranks. Well, exploration ranks was deliberate, and exobiology was collateral accumulation as part of my as part of my explorer rank and so forth. But trading was the direct result of a couple of community goals where I made an absolute mozza. But combat has been very much a case of, I'm at dangerous rank here after 10 years, or almost 10 years, of me being aggressively and militantly indifferent to the whole notion of shooting people in the face at all. Okay, so here we are at point 3. I hear my dogs requesting an exit from the house. And there we go. Okay, so just in case I need to bring rockets to a gunfight and so forth, because the last time I was doing something like this, there were all manner of nasty sorts and so forth popping out of the woodwork and shooting at me, and lasers and Imperial Hammer railguns didn't help. So I had to get out in my SRV and shoot them in the face personally, semi-personally, with a reconnaissance vehicle. Now I just want to shoot them with rockets from my Cobra Mark V. Mart Gamer, you're a soul after my own heart. That being said, the last 2 settlement raids I did total ninja style and so forth. The second last settlement raid I did, there was one optional casualty where I thought, okay, here I am. I'm in a closed room with nobody else. If I kill this person, will I get a bounty? Hint, hint. Yes, you do get a bounty if you kill somebody in a locked room with nobody else there watching you what you're doing. And then the other mission and so forth was literally just me ninjaing about and so forth with a cutter tool. Hang on, I've got to be right back. My dog is demanding exit from the house, so I'll be back in about a minute. Hello there. Okay, so this is threat 1, so which basically means don't expect a hose job, but probably going to happen anyway.
Landing gear deployed.
There it is. For a distress beacon, you look remarkably intact. Landing gear deployed. No drag damage. What is... Okay, so floating body in the middle of the air.
No bounty detected.
Okay, now is there anything I can cut my way into in here and so forth and make off with other stuff? Yes, there is. There is indeed. Okay, that makes up for the power regulator I lost before when I was doing an unexpected ground settlement repowering mission, and I ended up being jammed inside a wall where I couldn't shoot anyone and where they couldn't shoot me, but it all went perfectly tits up from there on in. Okay, we'll try it from this side. Okay, this is being really... Oh, hang on. Something else here. What do I got? Brilliant. I was expecting company. I was there because I had my Cobra there and dumbfire missiles online and got cock-blocked. And I think I also landed on a biological sample here as well. Let's check that out. Did I land on a bio sample as well? Autumn suit, where are you? No, I did not. Just landed on broken and fractured ice. Oh, that's nice. And when I say nice, I'm being totally sarcastic there. Load out. That one back there. Why am I disembarking again? It just went out there. Okay, Miller, what are you? You're clean. Depressingly so. Okay, where am I off to now? Fiddleman, micro supercapacitor. Come on, get me through this. Ugh. There we go. Okay.
Flight engaged.
Yeah, so Mart Gamer, I'm expecting damage at every turn, not just because of inbound enemy action and so forth, but mostly I think because in-game, I'm an idiot. You know, so much of the deaths and destruction and so forth that has been visited upon me is because I've been too impatient, too unobservant, an interesting combination of both of those elements and so forth, and just the simple fact that, yeah, I'm an idiot. So, okay, how are we doing here? Okay. Turn my headlights on. Okay, Autodoc, you can take me in because I probably am safe from your natural inclination to kill me. Hey, what do you know? I survived. With Autodoc, that's not usually a given. The fuck? Okay. Somebody shooting at me.
Under attack.
No, I want that. And I want... No, I do not.
Cargo still retracted. Landing gear deployed. Power plant capacity.
Oh, there you are. Okay, let's turn the headlights off. There you are.
Temperature critical. Under attack. Mounting current. Heatsink deployed.
Okay, let's get the hell out of here before that ship gets to shoot back at me. What can I say? I saw the Reaver weapons detailing and so forth, and immediately assumed the worst.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Okay, let's go back there again. Deploy the missile racks. Okay, let's just do a slow approach. And by slow approach, I mean boosting at the last possible moment. Yeah, I almost didn't hit the ground.
Landing gear deployed.
Local bounty. Yeah, well, I can live with that.
Downloading data.
Oh well. Now I know that don't touch the drop ship and so forth. Just rocket the guys that drop off it. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Okay, who's next? What have I got next? Galactic map. Okay, so they're all dropping off at Jacques Station. I'm happy with that. I love my little newsfeed ticker. It's absolutely brilliant. I love it. Love it so much. Oh, okay, yeah.
Landing gear deployed. Docking successful.
Okay, starport services. Let's finish off these missions before they expire on me. Oh yeah, gotta do that as well. Because somebody decided to interrupt my fun. Oh wait, it was me bouncing off shit. Now, okay, this fine is warranted. I earned this. Okay, let's settle these accounts up. Yeah, I'll grab that because I have no idea, but hey, what are they? Okay, they're not insignificant. Okay, I'll grab that. Yeah, I'll grab those as well. reliably informed by Elite Dangerous Odyssey Materials Helper that they are not junk.
Incoming message.
And I have, what's this? Okay, so going to sell off my junk stuff at the nearest bartender. Okay, so I'm going to be selling off some degraded power regulators, some infinity nutritional compensator, and I'm keeping the power regulator that I have on hand because you never know when you're going to need more. And I've been to this particular bar so many times before.
Looking to make a business transaction? Whatever you need to sell. I can handle
Okay,
it.
so I am selling off goods. Yep, I'll sell off those 3 things there. Infinity, I will sell that. Nutritional concentrate. And no, I'm not selling the power regulator. Let's go down to the data side of things. Okay, accident logs. I'll sell that. Duty rosters. Internal correspondence. Purchase records.
Sold.
Okay, so internal blah, 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 blah. GD rotors is sold that. And internal correspondence, it's not showing up. Oh, there it is. Top of the list. Why are you at the top of the list?
A fair price, I think you'll agree.
Okay, now what have you got to buy?
You name it, I've got it.
Okay, so you got okay, do I need anything on it? Let's have a look at my wish list. Have I got anything on the wish list I need? Got, they're all data. Dagnabbit? No. No, nothing for sale through an ARA either. Urgh.
Pleasure, Commander.
Well, that's just disappointing in the whole. Okay, so now that I've got that out of the way, can I do anything to build stuff up? Audio masking is... yeah, not available. Headshot, are you available? Can I purchase you? No. Magazine size. Eleanor, hello Eleanor. Okay, I'm going to you because I need to do an upgrade. Okay, the last time I tried leaving from a station under manual control, it ended badly. Let's see what happens this time. Nobody died! Huzzah! We'll chalk that up as a win.
Ready to engage.
That is true. I haven't noticed any irrelevant mats and so forth, so yeah. Happy with that. But they may not be entirely relevant right now. So I'm still looking for engineering, access to engineers here in Colonia. So I've got 2 down, 2 left to go, which is miles and miles better than what I've got in the bubble, because in the bubble I only have access to, I think it's just 1 engineer. Yep, just the 1 engineer at Domino Green. And at the moment, I'm all about building up that stealth archer build for Elite Dangerous, because I want to be able to shoot people in the face and giggle at a distance. Okay, coming in, brace some modifications. Other side of the moon. Doing good, doing good.
Orbital flight engaged.
Got to ask, Smart Gamer, talking about your Zim method of enemy neutralization and so forth, is that from the book or from the movie? So what was your first exposure to Starship Troopers?
Request approved. Cleared for landing on pad 04. Automated docking initiated.
And here we are. Hello, engineer.
Hi. Can't remember the last time I got a full 8 hours sleep.
Okay, what are we?
So, where shall I start?
Manticore Executioner and magazine size, I think, is that one of the ones I'm looking for?
Those extra rounds add up.
Yes.
I'll be done before you know it.
Yay! Reload speed. What can I do with this one here?
Less downtime makes all the difference.
Yes.
I'll be done before you know it.
And yes.
Right away, Commander.
So when shit's going sideways and so forth, I want my karma to be there.
Sorry about recommending me, Commander. There are a lot of engineers in this region.
Okay, what have we got here for my Maverick suit? What have I got there? Damage resistance, no. Faster shield regen, no, I don't want that. I want extra ammo capacity, so I've got to get the weapon test data and the production reports. Right.
Pilots Federation.
That being said, I'm happy with what I got out of all of this. So I got my backup weapon being marginally less shit than it was, which is always handy. So yeah, I'm going to chalk this up as a win today. Let's have a look at what my... okay, we're going to get in here. Okay, so I do believe that that backup weapon of mine is now better than it was. Okay, now what do we got here? Loadouts. Manage the loadouts. What have we got here? So that's my Maverick suit. Zenith, AR-50. What is that? That's kinetic. Yeah, I'll grab it. Equip that. Okay, where's my on-foot ninja? What have we got here? I need a secondary weapon for that. Back. On-foot ninja. Yeah, the karma will pop that into there as well because it's already got an upgrade on it. And that, what have we got in that? We've got magazine size. So, yay! Okay, so it's 22 minutes past the hour. My stream should have ended some 22 minutes ago, so... yep, so on that scope, you got some bonus time in with me. But that being said, I do need to turn it in. I am on a night shift schedule, so... Night shift, yeah. Night shift schedule, so I do need to get myself off to bed pretty shortly. Local time is 13:23 hours, which is UTC plus 10, and if you know what you know, it's Australian Eastern Standard Time. So I will catch you all later on Friday. And while we're all out there in the real world, like encountering real people and touching real grass, please don't do what I do, because that would be terribly, terribly boring and dull. And I'll see you all again on Friday.